Greetings. My name is William Neff. I'm the proprietor of Bindrune Artifax, an online store that specializes in artwork, jewelry, and energized gems, minerals, and antiquities that I source from all over the world. Please stop by and take a look at what I have right now. Any questions are appreciated. Today I'd like to talk about one of my own antiquities, a piece from Papua New Guinea, and it's a special piece with a special story. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about that and also talk to you about energizing so you understand what that means. Two of the most important considerations when purchasing antiquities are, number one, authenticity. Of course, nobody wants to buy a fake. And number two, shipping damage, which for importers is a curse. Buying valuable and one-of-a-kind antiquities only to have them arrive damaged is a real heartbreaking experience. Sometimes it can be recovered from, though, and that's where our story today leads. This figure is from Papua New Guinea. It's an ancestral tribal figure from the Sepik River basin in that nation. It's hand-carved, completely authentic, and probably spent 100 or more years as a village figure before it was retired and replaced by something new. I purchased this from an online dealer who was very upstanding, but unfortunately the piece was damaged en route. Due to insufficient packaging and rough handling, the legs were broken off, which was a crushing sight to see when I first opened it. But I originally planned to keep this figure, so it wasn't a consideration for reselling. I put my thinking cap on and got creative and came up with some ideas. Here you can see where I glued and clamped this piece. The hairline fracture is still visible. Fortunately, the fracture was long and ragged, which, pro tip, makes it easier to glue something heavy like this rather than harder. It's the clean breaks that are hard to glue. Anybody who has worked with energetic or spiritual or, in quotes, magical objects knows that once an object is snapped in half, that effectively renders that energetic object neutral, moot. What is not as well known is that an object that acts as a vessel for energy, if broken, can be repaired and can be re-energized. However, the original energy has been lost. It has leaked out and found its way back to source. And that's the way it goes. But there is a form of reincarnation for such antiquities, and that is what happened to my Sepik River friend here. Let's take a closer look at our Sepik River ancestral figurine and see what things I've done to it to bring energy back to this abandoned, energized antiquity. First of all, when I received it, it had one tiny little fuzzy feather where there used to be quite a few feathers. Trying to get exotic tropical feathers was impossible, so I found the next best thing and I sourced some exotic looking feathers that I have replaced. The knot work and string work and rope, that's original to the figurine. To help with re-energizing, I placed a Super 7 crystal on the forehead of the third eye chakra of this figure to instill insight and hopefully allow the figure to move on astral planes. To bring life back to this figure, I placed some Wellow African opals in the eyes, which brought life back to an otherwise dormant figure. Going down, here is a purple fluorite crystal used for wisdom, insight, cleansing, grounding, and celestial movement, astral travel. We have picture jasper anklets, which help with grounding and wisdom and protection, as well as some decorative beads, including some lava beads. Anyway, I repaired my Sepik River friend and decorated him with new feathers and crystals to re-energize him and give him new direction and new purpose. And I do believe it has worked. We say hello to each other every morning. So, broken and then remade, reconstituted energetically. What is this figure now? What does it mean in the world? Obviously, it doesn't mean what it once meant. It's out of place and time, and it has been broken. So it's safe to say that energy has now moved on back to the earth, to other objects. What is this object now? I thought about that quite a bit. At first I thought, well, is it a golem? Like the Golem of Prague? Interesting question. But no, I think that's a rather cynical conclusion to draw. The Golem of Prague was born of desperation, and it was basically a vengeful automaton created to protect the Jewish people in their ghettos in Prague at that time. That's not the energy here. I appreciate that energy, but that's not the energy here. This Sepik River figure, I believe, holds its same purpose, which is part of its figure now. It's in the grain of its wood. It's ancestral. It's a protector, but is now protecting me and those people it once protected before at the same time. Protecting me, my friends, my loved ones, and generally making the world a kinder and safer place, not a vengeful place. That's the kind of energy I like to bring into the world and carry on, if possible, much like I have with my Sepik River friend here. Some may wonder why I chose to equip this Papua New Guinea ancestral figure with the capacity for astral travel. And the answer is simple. An inanimate figure cannot walk and is not going to be buying plane tickets or ordering up an Uber. Astral travel is mobility. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you felt like this was time well spent. I really enjoyed having you. Please stop by my store, Bindrune Artifax with an X, online, and take a look at all of the different pieces of artwork and jewelry and gems and minerals and artifacts and antiquities that I have for sale there. I'm happy to tell you anything about them, explain their authenticity, anything like that. So always ask questions. That's part of gaining knowledge. Have a great day. I'll be back soon with more videos to talk about my collecting. And until then, have a peaceful life and take good care of yourself.